long line drive, left center, and several runs will score. And the Reds take the lead. Line deep left field. Mitchell's not going to get that ball. It's gone. Braves win. Blowser hit it out. We had them all the way.
TBS Sports presents Atlanta Braves Baseball.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Joe Simpson, Skip Carey, welcoming you to another night of Atlanta Braves baseball from Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Another capacity crowd is gathering as the Braves and Reds meet for the second time in as many nights. A battle of left-handers tonight. John Smiley against Tom Glavine. Last night, Bobby Cox won his 1,000th game. And boy, I'll say this, Joe, it was a thriller.
And he does it in unconventional fashion, you know, Skip. It just when you seem like you've got Bobby figured out a little bit, he really pulls some tricks on you, like last night when he got the home run from Jeff Blauser, when we all thought, or at least I thought, he was going to have Jeff bunting. In fact, Jeff said today that he expected to bunt when he walked up there. But when you look at Bobby Cox's record, not only here in Atlanta, but also with the Toronto Blue Jays, you see that he's racked up wins in both places, and certainly with the success the Braves have had the last 3 years have helped push him to that 1,000 mark in rather rapid fashion. But like I said, Jeff Blauser goes up there. He's looking down at Jimmy Williams. He said, only thing I was telling myself was don't leave too early. Make sure you get the bunt down before you leave. And he said, lo and behold, I never got the bunt sign. I talked to Bobby before the game. He said, hey, I didn't want to tie it. I wanted to win it.
And that's the way it worked out. Both teams have changed their lineups quite a bit as left-handers on the hill tonight. We'll be back to give you those lineups, then the play-by-play story right after this.
Threatening skies overhead here in Atlanta as we get set for game 2 of this 3-game series with the Cincinnati Reds. A forecast of some rain in the area, but hopefully the rain will stay away and we can get this game in. The Formula 2001 starting lineup tonight for the Cincinnati Reds, as Skip said, some changes. Deion Sanders, Jerome Walton, and then Barry Larkin. Kevin Mitchell, Reggie Sanders, and Tony Fernandez the next 3. Brett Boone, Brian Dorsett the catcher, and John Smiley the bottom 3rd. For the Braves defensively, an all right-handed hitting outfield tonight. Dave Gallagher, Roberto Kelly, and Jarvis Brown from left to right. Bill Pecota at third base. We expect to see Terry Pendleton back in the lineup tomorrow against Jose Rijo. Then it's Blauser, Lemke, and McGriff on around to first base. Javi Lopez behind the plate, and Tom Glavine on the mound to make his 15th start. He has one complete game. He beat the Cincinnati Reds back on May 18th, 3-1. Pitched one of his better games of the year at Riverfront Stadium. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3. And lifetime against the Reds, he's been phenomenal. 15-4 against Cincinnati, and an incredible 11-0 at Riverfront. So he'll try to pick up where he left off against the Reds here against this ball club at home tonight. Umpires for tonight's ball game, the crew chief Charlie Relaford will be behind the plate. Rich Riker at first base. Randy Marsh, veteran umpire, will be at second. Wally Bell moves down to third. Deion set to lead it off. Here's Skip.
Okay, Joe, thank you very much. Deion 2 out of 5 last night. He's hitting .291. He leads the league with 28 stolen bases. We always talk about all the Braves fans when we hit the road. There are a lot of Reds fans. There are a lot of Reds fans up in the Nashville area, and they often journey down here to root for their team. And we're glad to have them. Glavine to Sanders, and the game is underway, and he throws a strike for 0-1. 82 degrees is the temperature at game time, but it's very muggy. Curve sweeps outside and evens the count at a ball and a strike. High pop Left side, Pacoda gives chase, and he runs out of room. It lands just behind the Reds dugout. Nice catch by a fan down there. And I think he's going to do a good thing. What a guy. He gave it to a youngster. By that man, the libation of his choice. The 1-2 pitch. Downstairs with a fastball, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Cubs lead the Giants 6-4 as the Giants bat in the bottom of the 9th. In the American League, the Yankees beat Milwaukee today 4-2. Cleveland over Boston 8-2. The other action just getting underway. Boston may never win again.
Cleveland may never lose again.
The 2-2. Got it.
Got him with a breaking ball, it looked like. Slider down and away. Dion tried to pull it. He had raised his average to .232 against left-handers. But remember, when he was with the Braves, he was trying to inside out everything against lefties, trying to hit the ball to the opposite field. He certainly wasn't trying to hit to left field on that swing.
Jerome Walton is the batter, hitting at .286. Walton normally an outfielder. Look at that wide open stance. It's 1 ball, no strikes. This guy had a 30-game hitting streak a few years ago when he was with the Cubs. Look how he spreads out in this batter's box.
Al Glavine tells me that's the best hitting streak this century for the Chicago Cubs.
A little looper, but he got enough of it to drop it into short right center. And Kelly comes up with it. A runner is at first with 1 out for Barry Larkin.
One thing that White stance will do for a right-handed batter against Tom Glavine, it'll help him stay back. He won't commit too soon on any change-ups. Looked like he was able to keep his hands back there on that off-speed pitch.
Larkin at .253 had a couple of hits last night, and for a few brief moments was the hero of the game for the Reds. He drove in the 2 that gave them the lead in the top of the 9th before Blauser became the hero in the bottom half. A little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. They're still filing in here. Glavine chases the runner back out in deep left field. Looks like a bus broke down on its way to the ballpark. There's a whole section that's empty. Or just about empty. One ball, no strikes. Tried to steer it to right, instead fouled it back. 1-1 the count.
Barry Larkin's numbers have certainly gotten better since the beginning of the season. Had a rough month of April. Davey Johnson inserted him into the leadoff spot when the Braves were in Cincinnati in mid-May, and he really responded, started swinging the bat a lot better, and now has dropped to the 2 spot with the addition of Sanders. Dion, that is.
Almost hit him inside. Larkin against Glavine, 14 out of 51 with 2 home runs. Career-wise.
He doesn't hit third very often as he's doing tonight, but Hal Morris out of the lineup against the left-hander, and that's why he's in the 3-hole.
One of the Cincinnati Raiders told me there was an article in the paper in Cincinnati right after the trade was made that said now the Reds have Reggie Sanders in right, Deion Sanders in center, and Colonel Sanders in left. That's Kevin Mitchell. It's a 2-1 pitch. Runner goes outside. The throw. Blauser couldn't come up. It was a bad throw into the dirt. They would have had him. It's Walton's first stolen base of the year in 3 attempts. If the throw gets there, they've got him.
Didn't have a very big lead And Javi Lopez, you're right, Skip. If he gets it there on the fly, they've got him dead. A tailing throw to second base. Didn't have a whole lot on that one. Tried to use just a quick release and didn't have much on it.
3-1 is the count. You know Glavine's predilection for first inning problems. Full count now, 3-2.
We showed you his numbers improving each month, but Larkin with men in scoring position certainly has done the job.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Line in the left field. It's 1-0 Reds. That'll take off and roll to the wall. Larkin has good speed. Gallagher needs to play it well. He does. And here we go again. 1-0 Reds. Larkin drives in his 3rd run of the series and his 29th of the year.
3-2 breaking ball also. He stayed with it. Went right down on top of it and laced it into the corner. Double his last time up last night and double his first time up tonight.
And he has a 12-game hitting streak, and Mitchell, the batter, he's had pretty good fortune against Tom Glavine. 12 out of 37, 3 of those hits home runs. This guy can flat out hit. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes.
15th start of the year, the 9th first inning run Tom has allowed. Now, when you look at Mitchell now, you wouldn't guess that he came up as a third baseman, would you?
No. And he wasn't that bad over there, either.
Well, remember when we were in Cincinnati, he played a game at first base and did very well over there.
He did. And you wonder what would happen to this ball club. They keep talking about signing Ron Gant. Where's he going to play?
Right. Mitchell, when he first came up, first went to the Mets, played as many as 7 different positions in 1 year.
There's a strike right in there. 2 balls and a strike. Reggie Sanders waits on deck. Count evens up, 2-2.
Last night we talked about how he likes the ball middle of the plate in, but that he can pull anything. Watch how he tries to go out and get this pitch up and away and turn on it. He had flipped the head of the bat out there to try to yank it back to the left side of the diamond. Couldn't do it, but anything he can reach, he's trying to pull.
It's a final now. The Cubs did beat the Giants 6-4. Out of Candlestick this afternoon. That game just completed. Started to go, held up, full count, 3-2. Glavine rode a fastball up and in on him, but kind of too far inside.
Larkin hit a full count breaking ball. Let's see what he uses on Mitchell here with first base open.
On the third base line, but foul. Looked like a fastball.
We have taken a little bit off of it. Not a straight change, but I don't think he had it. That was not his best fastball.
Well, he's got another 3-2 pitch to offer up. The Mets have scored 2 in the first at Florida, and they're still batting. Payoff pitch. Here it is. That time it looked like he took a shot at right field. Didn't try to pull the outside pitch. And we'll have another 3-2 offering.
I think that was right where Tommy wanted it. And I think he's probably as surprised as anybody else that Mitchell didn't swing through that pitch. He did try to protect the plate a little bit. him off last night. They were going to try it again.
And Larkin down there probably saying, not today. So the problems continue. First and second, one out, one in. And Reggie Sanders, the batter, this guy's got great speed. A tough man to double. Sanders 2 out of 4 last night with a run scored. He's hitting .269. He has 11 homers and 39 runs driven in.
Tommy lost the first game of this homestand, the only game the Braves have lost since returning home from Houston. Lost to the Rockies 7-2. 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 walks, 4 runs. They were all earned.
Time is called as Glavine starts his move to the plate. The umpires are wrong to grant that timeout in that spot, but they continue to do it.
Was it Sanders last night that did that to Maddox?
I don't think it was. I'm not sure who it was. I'm not certain it was Sanders, but it was somebody. Nowhere near. 1 ball, no strikes. And an uneasy murmur courses through the crowd. Deep short. Blauser up. Can he get him? Yes. Big play. Good play. First and third, 2 out.
Well, you don't get the double play, but it sure saved a base hit and an RBI and set Tom Glavine up where he can get one more out and get out of the inning with only 1 run being scored. Good glove work by Jeff, and not an easy throw to make. Knowing that Lemke's not going to have a chance to turn the double play, he just wanted to make it an accurate throw, and it was right on the money.
Tony Fernandez, the batter, is hitting .288. He's a better hitter right-handed. He's hitting .311 from the right side. Fernandez 0 for 4 last night, robbed of a hit on a good play by Gallagher in a key spot late in the game.
Sorry, Skip. I was just going to say he might spread out also like Walton. He spreads out wide left-handed. Normally even wider than that.
This guy's a 3-time All-Star. Came up with Toronto, his first major league manager, Bobby Cox.
He displaced Alfredo Griffin, and at the time no one could understand why in the world would Toronto make a change the way Griffin had been playing. But when he first arrived at the big league level, everybody raved about his defensive ability and could put the ball in play a little more often than Alfredo.
Rider to go. He held up. Rich Ranker made the call. I thought he made the right one. 2-0 the count.
I agree with you. And Rich.
That's what makes you one of the great analysts in the history of baseball.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Agreeing with me, isn't that a good way to ensure job security? The 2-0 pitch. Outside. It's 3-0. Brett Boone would be next. Bob Boone coaching at third, and Fernandez takes a look at him, hopeful that he'll be turned loose here.
Joel Youngblood, coaching at first base, also wanted to send birthday greetings to his daughter Brittany. Said it seems like I'm always away on her birthday, and wanted to be sure and send her a happy birthday greeting tonight.
And we join him in that. The bases are loaded. That was a pretty good pitch, I thought. So Glavine has walked 2 more here. That gives him 49 walks in 91 innings, and Leo Mazzoni is on his way to the mound.
You know, when you're a guy that relies on hitting some corners and relying on that changeup as much as Tom does, you're going to miss the plate some nights. You're going to miss the plate on occasion on certain batters. But I think Tom may be frustrated more right now than any other time in his career because of his past success the last 3 years over the fact that he cannot get a good release point on that off-speed pitch, especially on the outside corner, which is his bread and butter to the right-handed hitters. When he misses, that's generally where it is. It's down and away or up and away to the right-handers.
Well, he can get out of all this mess if he can get Boone. And if he walks out of this down just 1-0, I would consider him fortunate.
Yeah, and you've got a young, aggressive hitter up there, too, who has not seen Tom that much. He's 0 for 3 lifetime. Maybe he can get ahead of him in the count and get him to chase something off speed.
Missed with 5 in a row. Frustrating for a manager. All you can do is sit and worry. There's the strike. It's 1-1. A somewhat derisive cheer from the crowd. A runner at every base, 2 out, 1 in. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Blauser dives, makes the play. 2 runs are going to score, and now they've got the runner hung up, and a rundown will ensue, and the tag is made by Pacoda. But 3 runs score in the inning. It'll be a hit for Boone, and I assume they'll give him the 2 RBI. Larkin scored, and so did Reggie Sanders, who never hesitated. 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the first.
Well, the Braves are going to have to dig out of an early hole as they trail by 3 going to the first. Here's the Braves starting lineup. Jarvis Brown, Jeff Blauser, and Roberto Kelly. Fred McGriff will hit cleanup. Then Lopez batting 5th tonight. Pacoda moves up to 6th. Then it's Gallagher, Lemke, and Glavine, bottom third of the order. For the Reds tonight, some changes. Mitchell, Dion, and Reggie in the outfield. Fernandez, Larkin, Boone, and Jerome Walton at first base. Brian Dorsett will be behind the plate. And on the mound, left-hander John Smiley, who enters play with a 4-8 record, a 3.7 ERA. And he has lost 6 in a row. He started off the season 4-2, but his ERA over 5 during the 6-game losing streak, and 6.5 in the month of June.
Jarvis Brown leads it off and takes the strike, and the bottom of the first is underway. Brown has batted just 10 times this year. He has 1 hit, and that was a homer that won a game in San Francisco. He hit .291 at Richmond before being recalled into the dirt all the way to the screen. A ball and a strike.
Sinking fastball from Smiley, a curve, slider, and changeup.
Little chop toward third. Fernandez gloves it. 1 away. Brown is retired. Jeff Blauser, the batter. He was last night's hero. 4 straight hits, including a 2-run homer to win it. In World Cup soccer, the U.S. tied Switzerland 1-1, I believe. Some things never change. On the telecast, they almost missed a goal showing a replay. Seen that before. The 0-1 pitch. It's low, and it's 1-1. Blauser at .257, 2 homers, 26 runs driven in. Down and in, 2-1.
Smiley's allowed 10 home runs in his 13 starts. His last outing, only 5 1/3 innings, allowed 10 hits.
Into the dirt, and it's 3-1.
And he lost that one to the Cardinals 8-2. He doesn't walk many guys. He's only averaging just under 2 walks per 9 innings. But he's having trouble getting the ball by people. 99 hits in 87 innings.
That's right in there, and full count as a result. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the Indians have won 8 in a row. The Red Sox have lost 10 in a row. Sanders coming on, 2 down. And Roberto Kelly is the batter. He was 3 for 5 last night and scored 3 runs. Kelly has hit in 14 of the 17 games in which he has appeared in an Atlanta uniform. John Smiley 0-1 this year and 4-6 lifetime against Atlanta. Strike. Braves have changed their pitching plans for tomorrow. It will be John Smoltz against Jose Rijo. John's hearing, I think, is Tuesday about his...
It's next week, I know that.
Upcoming suspension.
Might have something to do, too, with all the right-handed batters for the Reds, moving him up a day.
Kelly with another solid shot. He's aboard with 2 out. Fred McGriff is the batter, and he is 6 out of 13 against Smiley. 2 of those hits home runs. Kelly now has hit in 15 of 18 games as a Brave.
And in those 18 games, 25 hits.
Low and away, 1 ball, no strikes.
John Smiley was a 20-game winner for the Pirates back in 1991. Had an ERA of 3.08.
He's got a good move to first.
He missed the second half of last season with a bone spur in his left elbow.
He had. He got a high fastball, but could do nothing with it. It evens the count at a ball and a strike. Not many banners at the ballpark tonight. Line drive. Look where Boone was playing in short right field. He made the catch. And the inning is over. 1 hit, no runs. No errors, 1 left. We've played an inning, and the Reds enjoy a 3-0 lead.